All right, now it's time to talk about the resource or the remote provisioners. Okay, now the remote provisioners here enable you to connect remotely to this instance that we have created here, okay, and do whatever commands you want. For example, you want to install Nginx. Okay, now follow me. The first thing, you need to provide the key underscore name. Okay, now this is the key bear name that you have created from the console. So if I go here, if I go scroll down from the EC2 console, from the key bears, here you can create your own key bear. Let's name it tf underscore test, okay, and PEM format, and let's create the bear. Okay, so it is here, and let's download it. Now I have it here on the TF. So let's open a terminal here and change the mode to 0400 to the tf underscore test.pem. Okay, so far so good. Now the name is tf underscore test. Okay, now without typing .pem, okay, because this is the key name. All right, so this means that this is the key name of here. So tf underscore test, only like that. Okay, so far so good. Cool. Now I will put the provisioner as we learned previously, like the local provisioner, but this time it is remote dash exec. Okay, as simple as that. Now inside it, we will start putting our commands. So this time I will not just put one command equal like we did previously. No, I will put something new, which is inline. Okay, equal and open squared brackets and put the inline. So this will let you to provide multiple commands. So sudo, for example, install, or let's say, because this is Linux AMI, so because we will put Amazon dash Linux dash extra install dash y Nginx 1, for example, or 1.10, 1.11, whatever. Okay, but let's put just as simple as that one. All right, so this is the first thing, and then system ctl start Nginx. Okay, cool, but I forgot to put a comma here. As you can see, I need to put a comma here at the end of it, because this means that we have, this is the first command and this is the second command. I think it is obvious. All right, now this is the first thing. Okay, now you may ask me, but we create the resource or the EC2 instance, we provide the AMI, the type, and the key name. Okay, if for that to be able to connect to, because if I didn't provide that, actually, if you saw previously, we are not able to connect to it through the as such. I know, ignore the security group for now. Assume that it is open on port 22 or the as such for everyone, but actually it was because we proceed without key name. Okay, so actually it's better to have a key name like this, and the provisioner is remote exec. Inline, we put the install Nginx. Don't forget the dash y, please. Okay, and let's start the Nginx as well. All right, now we want to connect to it. How to do such a thing? Now again, inside the provisioner block, this time I will add something else called connection. So connection like this, open the braces, then the type of the connection, the first thing as such, and user equal the default user for this AMI, which is EC2-user. By the way, how did I know that? Because if I go to the EC2 instances from here, actually, yeah, because I don't have any, but right click connect. Okay, so from here, right click connect, and it will show you the default user. Then I will provide the private underscore key equal, and let's put the file function, and let's put the file or the PEM file, which is tf underscore test, this time .pem. Well, actually, I think it is obvious. Why is that? Because we need a file here, not a key name. Here it is a key name, which is the key name that's being used in on the cloud or in the AWS. But here is a file, which is with the extension. Finally, let's put the host, and the host we will use self.public underscore IP. So here we will get the public IP address. Okay, now I know this is just arbitrary EC2 instance, because actually you need to make sure that it is through the private IP actually, and you have a security in your mind, only work through the VPN or wherever. Okay, I know, just please follow me. I just want to teach you about the remote exec, okay, not about the whole infrastructure. All right, so follow me for now. Make sure that you are using the default VPC, the default security group, and make sure that this default security group. So actually, if I go here, make sure that actually you don't have only this. Make sure it is open on port 22 like this, okay, like the following. All right, open from anywhere on 22. Okay, I know this is not secure and this is bad, actually bad practice, but just please follow me. Okay, as you can see, this is the default security group. Follow me in case or in sake of this example. Okay, now let's terraform validate to make sure, yeah, we are correct currently. As you can see, yeah, the configuration is valid. Now let's put the terraform fmt, yeah, actually, because you can see that now it's better right now. All right, now finally let's run terraform apply. Okay, all right, now let's put yes. All right, now when you notice, when we reach the remote exec part, you can see that it will start connecting to the remote via SSH, as we put here in the type. This is the host or the public IP address, because the host, we put self.public IP address. And you can see that the user is EC2, password is false, private key it is true, which is this one, as you can see where it is. Yeah, here it is. And certificate is false, SSH isn't. Is it true? Check host, as you can see, false. But you can see that now it is connected. All right. By the way, I tried to connect or to install this, but you can see that command not found. Maybe I messed up. So you can see that the process exited with status 5. Yeah, you can see that I messed up here. As you can see, Amazon, not Amazon. Okay, so no big deal. Actually, let's restart again. So actually, let's put this Amazon -Linux -extra install. And here actually it's extras. Okay, by the way, I got this from Google. No big deal. Install -y nginx 1. Okay, so let's apply again. Yeah, actually it's good that this happened, so we can learn more. So you can see that it will start refreshing the state and it will delete one instance, as you can see, one to add and one to destroy. So the previous will be destroyed and we will create a new one. All right, so let's wait a little bit and see what will happen. So you can see that it will start destroying the first instance and it will start creating a new instance. Okay. All right, by the way, you can see that it start in connecting, then it start installing the nginx. As you can see, now it recognizes it, by the way, and you can see it will start installing, and you can see, yeah, all of these are packages and whatever. So yeah, let's scroll a little bit and see until you can see that it is now successfully, and one resource has been added and one resource has been destroyed. Okay, now to check that, actually, let's go here to the EC2 instances. So let's copy the public IP and let's put it here. And obviously it will not work. Why is that? Because if you notice in the security group, actually I forgot to open the port 80 or 443, the HTTPS or HTTP, whatever. Okay. So from here, add a rule, HTTP, because it is port 80 after all, and allow it from anywhere. I know this is not a best practice, but just follow me. By the way, for the HTTP, I think it's okay. Now, as you can see, now it is working as expected. So if I refresh it again, welcome to nginx on Amazon Linux, which is as we wanted. All right. Okay, so everything is working as expected. Now, I know this is not a best practice, and this is arbitrary EC2 with arbitrary key, with arbitrary VPC, security group, whatever. Now, it depends on you how you modify the infrastructure you want. Add security group, VPC, rules, VPN, if you want VPN bastion host or whatever.